Hello, gentle viewers. This is Vinti, and welcoming you to a new episode of Europa Universalis 4 with Japan. This is going to be the final update of this series. So, what that means is when we hit 1821, that's it. But we will run this episode until that finishes. It might take half an hour, it might take an hour. I don't know. As far as objectives for the end, I can't throw Ming out. I really like to, but I just don't have the army size. If at some point Ming disintegrates, maybe that's a possibility. We just have to accept that that's not likely to happen. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Our big goal, if we can pull it off, is to get a golden age. We need over 250 development. How much development does my territory here have? 155. That's quite a bit. But we'll see what happens. Getting the discipline might actually be more possible. What do we have right now, discipline-wise? Why do you keep saying this alliance is breaking? Sure, increase your trust of me. But this makes no sense. Why on earth would this alliance be breaking? We both have positive opinions towards each other. If it breaks, it breaks. This makes no sense to me. It was just all the AE I picked up from conquering Korea, which is very possible. I do not doubt that for a split second. Let's zoom out and take it all in. Russia's been a major player, which I think surprises no one. Y'all thinks we should have more military power, and I agree. Ming declared war on Holland. That's not something you see every day. I know we get a whole new thing to spend our admin on. Yay! And now Ming wants some more territory. Not Ming. So we don't have Micronesia yet. The clergy already does. There you go. Enjoy. So, what else are we looking at? Spain, it looks like, has most of this area here. We have a decent bit. Japan's got a decent bit. Britain does. Here's France. This is all that's left of Holland, by the way. Holland has actually been kicked out of Europe. So that's a thing. Excellent. Another core. Create a proper fleet. 75% of the force limit. You know what? I can do that. How close am I, by the way? Not very. There we go. Another 22 Dectors will help. God, this is going really slow right now. Look at the Ottomans and their big chunk of Africa. That's pretty impressive. Central Europe is pretty much just nothing right now. Yeah, you don't get that. You don't get away with that. You don't get to just take that. We can learn a new tech. No, that's what we're waiting, aren't we? Here we go, all chord. Brilliant. I'll take monetary benefits, please. Okay. I'll pause the game when you're looking at the ledger. I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. So, an unusual world, but not as unusual as some of the others that maybe you've seen when you've played EU4. It's not like, you know, like Sweden conquering the world. Which gets a little silly every once in a while. I had that in my in one of my other EU4 games. And Sweden just dominates. Like most of Northern Europe is really weird. Who's this Gray? Is this... Oh, it's Poland, Lithuania, which is kind of broken apart. More Splenda. Splendor, not Splenda. That would be terrible. That stuff's awful. I want Prussian discipline. Yes, fine. What else can we talk about? I can maybe talk about my new plans. I think the next series will cover, I really want to do, so my very first AR for the Paradox Forums was Novgorod to Russia. I've actually been to Novgorod, which I think makes it even more fun to do this now. So that's what my goal is. I'm thinking of doing a third Rome campaign. On June 14th, or shortly after June 14th, rather. Actually, given the backlog of episodes, this probably won't be until July that I actually start that. Which is fine, because I've got things going on at the end of June anyway. We'll be moving to a new city, and until that's finished, I won't be able to upload episodes. So, I might just do like a batch upload at some stage, if we're not all the way caught up by then. Good lord, Spain has a lot of bloody money. Because Spain's a great power, and we are not, and we probably never will be. Because we can't shake free of Ming. Hearts of Iron 4, I'm going to be starting a series on that shortly after Death or Dishonor starts. Again, that'll already be started by the time you're watching this. Here we go. Finish this set, please. I want to get full innovative as soon as I can, because then I can get an extra boost to discipline. A gift to the state. Let's get the prestige. I don't need the money at the moment. Yeah, I forget that I've done a whole bunch of episodes today. And so by the time you watch this, all these series will probably already be started. So I don't know what to tell you, actually. I'm assuming we're enjoying our new place. Let me try to predict the future here. It is lovely. I know now that it's a decent piece of rent, but it's fine. This isn't my day job by any stretch of the imagination, so that's fine. Things I might have done differently in this game. I wish I would have known a lot earlier that forced march kills your morale. I didn't know that. And that hurt us against Korea that one time they kicked our butts. We got our revenge, but that still wasn't great. I again wish I'd read that silly decision like 10,000 years earlier. We could have been Japan like 15, 20 episodes ago. And I just was not paying attention. I actually would like to get one more set of military ideas. Just because I have nothing else for military power on right now. Anything else increase discipline? Offensive might. Or it doesn't. It does. Okay. There we go. Wanna know now. Wanna know now. What else went well or didn't go well in this game? I kind of wish... I wish I'd been able to build an anti-Ming coalition. That really held us back. And it basically means we'll never unite Japan. But the thing is, Ming stayed so strong the entire game, there was really nothing I could do about it. Ming was just too tough. I wish we'd explored faster and sooner. Yeah, that's fine. I wish we'd expanded faster. Because there was so much cool stuff we might have been able to find. And we just never did. Go away. Nah. I'd actually rather see you expand. How big would you be? You'd be 57,000. That would be awfully tough. But I want the military ideas. Here we go. Give me 10 more units of infantry and 5 of artillery. That should solve the problem. Oh, I know what I should do. Where is Suwon anyway? Let's put the army there. That should bring your... I don't know what your problem is, Ternate. You just don't like me. You're just not being very nice. So you know what? You want to break the alliance? Break it. I don't care anymore. Wow, Spain declared war on Great Britain. That's kind of ballsy. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Other things I could have done differently. I wish I actually had converted to Christianity, just because I think it would have made for a more interesting game. And I think it could have gotten us Russia on side. And if we could get Russia to be our friend, I'll lose some prestige, it's fine. If we could have gotten Russia on our side, we might have been able to take Ming. Wait, what? Why were there 10,000 troops there by themselves and not over here? Well, let's go kill them, or try to. Oh god, no, 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 I don't have military maintenance up. Run away. Come My fault. My fault. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, let's cancel all these, and we'll gain our new regiments farther south. And until this is over with, let's go ahead and activate our forts. Ooh. I could declare war on Korea again. They're kind of proving to be a pain in the butt to manage, though. It's so slow right now. Ideas. I wish I'd taken some of the army ideas a little sooner than I did. Let's give this one another shot. I might lose this one too. Or maybe not. I wish I knew why the damn game was chugging along like this. It's probably because so much is happening. There we go. Our quality is impressive, thank you. Oh, Chagatai is probably going to wipe out Korea. Well, they're entitled to. Oh, God, it's ticking so slowly. Help me out with... Yeah, let's mothball the forts again. I'd rather have the idea, if I'm honest with you. I don't care, Trinati. If you want to break off with me, break it off with me. Just stop dicking me around. It's getting old. I'm gonna go ahead and shift now back to military. The reason being that Diplo's always gonna still be, Mint's gonna be pretty decent. And I can get my golden age if I get enough discipline. For which I need to finish both innovative and I need to finish that new group. So that little interesting rebellion aside, I think we did pretty well. I mean, I guess I could have got more involved on the Asian mainland. But it just seems so sensible to me as Japan to just pick up the islands and colonize. Every time I play Japan, that's how I end up playing. I did find the changes of the Mandate of Heaven a lot of fun. Actually, my very first EU4 AAR on Paradox Forums, I played as Uesugi. And I had I don't think the daimyos were as well crafted as they were now. I know it was mostly a Ming update. And so maybe we'll play Ming at some point in the not too distant future. But I really think it did add quite a bit of flavor to Japan. I really love the incident system. I don't know which expansion added that, but that was tremendous. It really kept me invested in things, even if I wasn't actually like conquering other people. I think Paradox has done a really good job of giving you things to do other than conquer. Not this late in the game, obviously, because it's, 13 years till the end of the game. But, it was pretty good. I really like what Conclave? No, Conclave's Crusader Kings. What am I thinking of? Common Sense. There we go. Which added development. I think it's a really useful thing because it gives you something to spend admin points on. And I think it's really helped us a lot. Can I unpause while we're in the ledger? I can. Very nice. Let's just look through the ledger. I mean, I don't think things are likely to change very much between now and the end of the game. Let's see. Development. Wow, we are half of the Ottomans, but we're more developed than Ming. That's pretty cool. Yeah, oh, it's like close. Ottomans! That was crazy. I don't know why the Ottomans' development aside. Did they get like an idea that helps with that, maybe? Maybe. Let's keep going for religious unity. Diplotech, sure. I have no reason not to do it now. That can't be right. Oh, here we go. It's only including people with a negative opinion. Okay, so Russia is actually number 1. That makes sense. There's Ming. Stupid Ming. Tax, yeah, we are far behind everyone else. We really had some serious issues with the institution systems. That's the other thing I really needed to master. And I did not do a good job of that. And so we're ended up very far behind many of our neighbors. We're behind in ideas, too. So that's not good. And I really didn't bother with power projection. That's a mechanic I know they added in, like Art of War? It's an older mechanic, but it's just never one I found that compelling. Although it does give you bonuses to everything. So it's something to think about for another game, maybe. If we look at total score, we are 16, and we're not going to end up at 15 by the end of the game. We will keep Ming happy. That's fine. Yeah, so we did well. Kilwa? Really? Kilwa's a Chinese or an Indian thing, so I guess it's not that surprising. Yeah, we'll never we'll never surpass Morocco. Because they've been better longer than we have. No admin tech. It's gonna go for ideas. So, this is cool. Scored through the ages. Very, very little. It's almost all been in this last era. And this is the advantage that some of the others had, is it just took us so long to get going. Yeah, that's crazy. We don't need to look at the graph. Tax, I already know about. Religions, let's see. By provinces, Catholic is number 1. Not much of a Protestant no, there's a decent Reformation here. Shinto, a respectable. There's more Shinto than Shia. So there's that. I really want to play as a European nation next time and just see what happens there. Admin, definitely. Sure. I just care about finishing this group because it'll give us a bonus to discipline. What else can we learn here? Most development goes to Wow, the province of Brunei? I would not have guessed that. Wait a minute. What the... Oh, this is by states. Oh, I thought it was by province. I see. Province overview. Here we go. Kyoto, highest at 17. Very nice. What province in the entire game has the most development? I'm just curious. Oh, I don't want corruption. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, but it's the... Whoa. I'm all of a sudden hemorrhaging money. Oh yeah, let's get this cut back. That's fine for now. And let's go ahead and cut our army maintenance. I forgot to do that. I mothballed my forts, but I didn't cut my army maintenance. That was pretty silly of me. Who's the most developed province in the world? Holy crap, it's Kyoto. You know what? I deserve all the credit for that. Look at that. Kyoto, #1 in the whole world. At least tied with, you know, Paris. Which is Paris. I think that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty pleased with myself for that. Are we the highest for... Let's see. Are we the highest for tax? No. Production? Almost. Manpower. Yeah, we're way up there. Good. I don't want to look at advisors, military leaders, so I just get to see who's got better than everyone else. Previous rulers. We got a really good leader to start the game. Holy crap. Oh, wait a minute. 1336 before the game ever started. Yeah, here's the start of the game. We had Noritada. We've had a string of bad leaders, haven't we? They're just kind of meh. Our last one I'd consider genuinely good is probably Norimasa the First. I didn't have a single person who's the second. That's weird. That's real weird. That is a little bit disappointing that we never had... We kind of got... And this may just be there's a way to manage this that I just don't know about. To manage it, you get better leaders consistently. But, I mean, that was... Like, the last leader I'd consider outstanding... We didn't... Was probably Norizani Uesugi. Who's another one that happened before the game started. Damn it. I never had a 6. The entire game. Are you kidding me? I never had a 6 in any stat the entire game. Let me just make sure I'm not making that up. Before the game. Before the game. Before... I never had a 6 stat the entire game. That's wow. That's really kind of sad, actually. I'll take a little inflation, it's fine. We have Ming, we have Russia, Ottomans, France, Spain, Milan, Great Britain. Then we get to Ming. But if we go by manpower, I think we'll be closer to the top. Yeah. Another province finished. National conscripts. Boop. By force limit, I actually could have more soldiers than I have right now, I think. But it's not that big a deal. is a good point. Do I have the most heavy ships in the world? I do. Nowhere near as many light ships as Britain, though. And I fell way behind on galleys because I lost most of them. That's kind of neat, though. I don't want to see who's had the most loss. I bet it's me. Ottomans lost 9 million total. Almost 10 million. It's fine. I lost 960,000. I thought I would have lost way more than that. Weird. Cool, though. I love how much more there is in the thing here. Oh, this is how much has been lost. Not so good there. Armies, navies. This stuff isn't that thrilling. Total income. We did pretty well. Delicious pie charts. By the end of this game, we might very well have 100%. Chocolate. Yes. Tech overview. It's fine. No, no. So we had the most trade power in Nippon. And I don't understand the trade system that well. We lead the world in fish production. That's kind of neat. And in spices. And that is it. We control most of the silk. They control most of the spices. It's fine. Lots of people have CBs on me. Yeah, I should probably start clearing some of this stuff out. I can take an admin tech. I don't have any more. No, wait, I do have admin ideas. It's Diplo I'm done with. You almost got me. Just 6 years left. Yeah, I see no reason to really push any farther. Whoa, Chagatai at most of Korea. That's not great. Oh, they want military power? Of course you do. I don't know if the AI is smart enough to troll people with tributary states, but that's a little bothersome. Although it does help invest and explain how Ming gets so super awesome. Look at how much of Africa the Ottomans got. This is pretty close to their historical boundaries, minus a bit of Hungary, plus most of Africa. I think that's a pretty good trade. Well, we can spend some ducats and... Oh right, I'm meant to be building more ships, aren't I? Cheaper, reduce inflation. Oh, here we go. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 75. There we go. We're adding 75 more 3-deckers. That should be plenty. Our air gets a bonus to discipline. Wait just 1 minute. Currently, we're at 110. Okay. I have not replaced my advisor. Shame on me. Oh, sure, you can have him. Yes. Okay, we're at the point now where I can if I can get that extra 5%, I disinherit. Not disinherit. Abdicate. I don't know why I said disinherit. Abdicate, and then instantly we get our golden age. At the very end of the game, when it will do us very little good. But we can say Japan had one. And that's worth fighting for. Nope. It's all about them ideas, yo. Vague promises of reform. The best kind of promises, vague promises. I should lean on the Bushi to give me more... Let's delegate. Yeah, let's lean on the Bushi. I think they'll give me military power if I demand it. There we go, and then I will call it Diet immediately. That's a guaranteed bonus. I don't have any generals right now. I guess I could raise a new general. I don't have enough military power. Okay. I could ask the Bushi to give me one. And it doesn't cost me anything if they do. It gives them influence, but that's it. I don't think he's anywhere near 3 stars, though. What else do I like about the expansions, obviously? I love the building interface. I don't know if you played vanilla EU4. It was such a pain in the butt to figure out where you should build a building. This interface is beautiful. I can tell right away if I build a building here, this is what it'll get. I could sit down, I could do some math, I could say, this is the perfect place to build this building. I'm not gonna, but I could. And the fact that I could means rather a lot to me. Bonus production efficiency, nice. I love how they changed the Army and Navy build interface. That's really good too. The estate system, which I think they added in... Not Mare Nostrum. What was the one right before that? The Cossacks. That's right. That's added a fun twist to the game that I really enjoy. I'm really looking forward to playing a parliamentary democracy at some point. And see how those mechanics work out well. A couple things I wouldn't mind seeing. If you've played HOI 4, you know that these actually act as buttons at the top. It would be so cool if I could click on this and bam, I'm at my income. A minor UI kind of thing, but I think it would be pretty useful. What else? It's not always obvious why you lose a battle. I would love a little battle report that says, even if it's totally RP, I'd be fine with that. Who should we make our rival? France, Great Britain, or Spain? Sure, France. Please don't declare war on me before the end of the game. That would be very mean of you. They've done a lot to fix. I used to Not having enough power used to be a bottleneck. It was crippling. And it made the game really unfun. And they've given you enough ways to make it that it's not so crippling anymore. Power projection, I'm not sure how much I like that as an addition to the game. It's a little obtuse. I mean, I took lots of land off of people, and it looked like my power projection barely moved. So maybe there's just something about it I'm not understanding. But, I could embargo Korea just to build up power projection and be a dick. But I don't think they're my rival anymore. I apparently think they're an ally. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's not a whole lot though that I really have. I still think trade is way too obtuse. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe this is me. Maybe it's entirely my fault. I fully expect that that is a possibility. Oh, France wants to be my rival too. I fully anticipate it could just be me. There's maybe something about my brain that doesn't make sense of the trade system, but EU3s I could sort of figure out. EU4s just strikes me as a little bit harder. A 3-decker? Do it. So that's not perfect. I really think trade really needs that extra to make sense. I don't know anything about trade companies or any of that stuff. I didn't have that as an option this game. Likewise, I don't have an opinion about the Reformation yet because I haven't played a Europe game yet. That's another reason I'm excited to play Russia. Norway broke their alliance with France. That's probably not good for Norway if all things are considered. There's Australia. Random New World, I think, shook things up a little bit, but I think we also saw a lot less colonial interaction. Because it just wasn't very big. I mean, there's more in here that we can't see. I'm gonna use like a console command or something at some point, but I think I'd almost prefer to play with the regular New World, and I think I'll do that for the next game. It also makes load times a lot longer. And there were those couple of bugs you saw where it would, like, click on this province. Oh, I'm taking you to the top of the map. That was really weird. What else? What else can we talk about for the last 10 minutes or so? Building interface is great. Liberty Desire is pretty cool. That's another disappointing thing. We haven't had a single independent nation. Colonial nation. That's actually kind of sad. I am sad now. I really like to see how the revolution system works out. But again, it seems like that's a more European-centered mechanic. And I think, again, I think at this stage in the game, I think I will play more with the standard New World instead of the random one. I like the tribute mechanics, even if it's a pain in the butt for me. I'm not going to get my golden age, am I? There's 2 left. If there was only 1 left, it was possible. But there's 2 left. Economic ideas didn't help as much as I thought they would. I think I would have taken innovative sooner. Although they did help me develop Kyoto faster, so... That's one thing I want to get better at is finding the balance between spending power on tech, spending it on ideas, or even just spending it on development. And this is the first time I ever play with common sense, so pun possibly intended. And there we go. There we go. The game is ended. We got a total score of 871, which isn't super great. My longest ruler had 58 years, 25 wars. We won 25 out of 27 wars. That's pretty cool. We lost more units than we killed. I accept that. I don't think these ships things work. Either that or there were so little naval combat that it averages out to being 0 or just like under 1. We lost 18 provinces. That guy was pretty cool. Shinto, Kyoto, only 1 disaster. 11th biggest army, 4th largest navy, 5th most provinces, 7th highest province value, 8th highest income, 18th highest trade income. So we're better than Hungary, not as good as Ming. He's only remembered for his drunkenness, his bastards, his bastards, his bastards. Oh, these are all before the game started. Gluttony, here we go. All kinds of good stuff there. So, 103 out of 102 army, 176 out of 262 navy. Nice big fleet, big army. Finished quite a few idea groups. Let's look at the timeline. I've never seen that before. Whatever. Very fast. Oh, this is cool. This is the coolest thing ever. Oh, this is the perfect place to end the series. We're just gonna watch and enjoy. Oh, got a little bigger, a little bigger. We're getting to the point, I think, where I get dicked over and I lose like half my provinces because Yamana cheated. No, maybe not. Oh, we're already way past that. Wow, this thing is going fast. Whee! Japan! Bam! Ah. I kind of wish I kept Uesugi. No one else has white. Would have been easy to distinguish it. Here's Korea getting super big. They're all like, aha, Japan, we're bigger than you. Like, I don't think so, Korea. I'm about to take you out. And I don't mean to a lovely dinner. With drinks. Oh yeah, Korea. And look at that Japanese empire. Look at that. I hope you've enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed playing this. This was really a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to do another EU4 series as soon as... Well, actually, you're probably already watching my new EU4 series by this point. Although I don't know when it's going to start, because as I said earlier in the video, at the end of June we moved. So I don't know how long it took us to get internet. So, future of Indian. This is past of Indian saying I hope the internet goes smoothly, the move goes well. But for everyone else, for all my gentle viewers, I thank you immensely for watching the series. I hope you take a moment to look at some of the other series. There's some Stellaris on here, there's some Skyrim. There is, what else is there? Out of the Park Baseball 18. There are lots of other cool games, and I hope you both take a look at my videos and maybe look at some other YouTubers too. That's how I got into this. I started watching videos by people like Enter Elysium. I was like, this guy's awesome. I want to be like him, sort of. Not really. But I did want to produce videos like he did, so I hope you've enjoyed the series. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All those are very, very helpful to me. But until next series, this has been Avindian wishing you good day, good luck, and the very, very best of fortune.